Do you want to get an A for your English writing exam? Here's a tip for you. I call it chain of questions. So when you're stuck and it's hard for you to brainstorm how to write many sentences for your body paragraph, here's what I want you to do. Right? Think of the classic who, what, when, where, why, how technique, right? You're asking yourself questions so that you're able to brainstorm and think of more and more points to write about. Okay, so think of that. In this way, you can think about positive questions or negative questions. When it comes to the positive questions, you're asking yourself, if this happens, what's the next good thing that will happen? What's the next pro, benefit, advantage, right? On the flip side, vice versa, you can also do a bunch of sentences on the negative side as well, where you focus on, if this bad thing happens, what's the next bad thing that will happen? And then the next bad thing, and then the next bad thing, right? So here, think about the cons, drawbacks, disadvantages, right? So it's up to you which one is more impactful depending on the essay that you're writing. But let's give you an example here. Let's say we're talking about effective studying techniques, and your big main point here is to focus in class. Okay, how do we write a couple more supporting details, sentences, right? Okay, ask yourself questions. Let's go, chain of questions. Okay, as a studying technique, focus in class. Then ask yourself the question, if you focus in class, what's the next good thing that will happen? Okay, you will get good marks in your exams. Ask the next question again. If you get good marks in your exam, what's the next good thing that will happen? Oh, you'll be able to get into a good university. If you get into a good university, what's the next good thing that will happen? You will be able to get a good job. If you get a good job, what's the next good thing that will happen? You will be able to afford a better quality of life. What's the next good thing that will happen? You'll be able to afford a good home and healthcare and education for your family, right? See how this questioning method helps you brainstorm more and more supporting details to put into a good body paragraph. Let's look at the opposite side where it's negative. And so you start with, if you don't focus in class, what's the bad thing that will happen? Then you can say, okay, you'll get bad marks. If you get bad marks, what's the next bad thing that will happen? Oh, you won't be able to go to university. Okay, if you don't go to university, what's the next bad thing that will happen? It'll be difficult to find a job that pays well. Okay, if you can get a high-paying job, what's the next bad thing that will happen? It will impact your quality of life, right? What house or car or life that you will lead. So there's that. Think about the chain of questions. Of course, disclaimer here, I'm not prescribing one way to live your life. Whether you go to university, whatever job you get, as long as you have purpose and passion and you work hard, your life is full of meaning and it's worth it, and nobody can say anything about your life, okay? That's real life. I'm just saying that these are points that you can write in your English essay. So feel free to use the chain of questions technique to come up with more sentences. All right, that's all from Teacher Riga here. I teach tuition, so if you're interested, feel free to WhatsApp me and let's make that A happen.